Well, hello beautiful people. Welcome to my channel. My name is Teresa and I am the cruise director on the Magical Mystery Tour. Today, I have been sitting on this for so long and just haven't got around to using it. It is the Blend Bunny Cosmetics All Done Up palette. Take a look in there. So we're going to play in this today, but first, before we get to that, don't forget to subscribe to my channel, ring the notification bell to be alerted to any new uploads, and if you like this video at the end, please give it a big thumbs up. So let's get to it. Okay, so if you haven't used Blend Bunny before, they're really well known. A lot of their palettes come set out, they're in different sizes, but they come set out in these monochromatic formats that show you how to pair everything with each other. So this one obviously has 3 mattes and a shimmer row at the bottom. A lot of hers will have 5 rows with shimmer at the bottom, and she's just started mixing it up recently. Now I'm not going to do a 5 looks or 6 looks one palette with this, but I am going to dive into this cooler green row today. So starting off with this top shade, Vision, as our translucent shade. Straight through the center. This is our base for everything. As I said, Blend Bunny is known for these palettes. She makes it really easy for you if you're not sure about what to pair up. You know, so many palettes can come quite chaotic in their layout, and that's generally designed to try and make you think about pairing things up together. This is great. Most of her palettes are in this format. Not all of them, as I said, but most of them are in this format. It's great for lazy girls. Takes all the hard work out. I'm a real big lover of monochromatic looks as well. Whilst I do love colourful chaos, these always look nice. So that is a really cool toned, light, greeny grey. So we've just gone like all over the lid with. Okay, the next shade down is Muse. Tucking that more in now to your crease, and you can see that is really cool toned. Now this brush might be a bit big for that, so I'm going to get a smaller one. So I'm using the Morphe crease brush, going back in there and intensifying that. So I've got a few creases here, interestingly enough, that always wants to skip across. Okay, so I'm going to clean this brush off now because I want to work this shade. Cleaned it off, and now little circular motions around this to start the blend out. You can see I haven't come all the way across here. I'm not too worried about that because we've got a darker shade still to use. And just keep working that. Now the bigger brush that I used originally with it, I can bring that back in now because that'll do a bigger space. And you can see I'm pulling that across now. And you can't really, this is taking, as we're buffing and blending this out, this seems to be taking the tonality out of it, because if you look in there, she's looking greener in there than she is in here. Simple enough. Back in with that smaller brush and add back to that. Now that we've blurred that out, this will create the build of colour. And you don't go all the way up. Don't forget to look straight ahead into your mirror. And then just super gently over the top just to pull it out a little bit. You don't have to buff hard, and shadows like this, prefer it if you don't in actual fact. They do the work for you as opposed to you going in and really. So these types of shadows, like I said, I would just go in super gently with. And you can see I'm just jumping back and forth between the different size brushes at the moment. Okay, so now going in with that deeper shade, Shapely she's called. She's near black. It is a work day. So going in, this is it's flatter that way and wider that way, which gives me a bit of control. So going in, tap it off. So I'm going sort of the flat way first and just going to press in because I want to see how this is going to go on my lid. I'm not pressing super hard. Same on this side. Okay. Now going straight in now to start working that. And you can see I sort of stamp and pull a little bit with it when I'm working with a deeper shade like this and I don't want to end up too black. Now onto the side. And now we start buffing. And this is just, I haven't used this particular eyeshadow palette before, so wasn't sure how the placement was going to go. So that was just while I was learning it, getting a bit of control over it. Now, you know the drill. We go back in and now we relayer. So going in and just over the edge of this. Super light so we can create the diffusion. You can see that's creating the shape up and out of our eye. Then back in with that original translucent shade right up to the brow bone at the edge and in and under. So now we've got that gradient happening, and now it's just a case of just going back and tickling around the edges. This brush is wide enough to cover over the darkest area and up to that light translucent with this middle shade. So use a gentle hand and you won't need to do anything else with that. So as this is a really cool tone, I've just gone in with the Natasha Denona Macro Tech eyeliner in the shade Willow. Going in now with the deeper shade Shapely, and we'll use that in the outer half of our eye. This brush is not the best. I'm not going to use this all across. It will pull across as I buff out, but I will use the shade Muse, which is the lighter shade, to buff it out under the eye. So starting from the outside and working in. This is going to pull enough of that across in any case. So this is very cool toned. Not all the shades in here are, as you can see, like this is quite warm. this is pretty neutral, but this is cool toned, this is cool toned, and this is cool toned, so that might even be. So it's if you prefer your palettes leaning on the neutral side, this is not bad. Now I'm just going in with the lighter shade Vision, and I'm just bringing that here just to lighten up the inner corner a bit. So we're about to go all shimmery in a second, but I just want to bring that up here into this area here, because I'm using that matte to lighten, and then we're going to shimmer across, which I know is not what I normally do. I normally have shimmer right up to the corner of my eye. But I really like that. Okay, let's look at this shimmer. These are the stars of the show with Blend Bunny. The usual. Good Lord. Look at that. Oh, that is the whole reason I picked this row of colour. That is just gosh darn wet your pants gorgeous. Far out. Listen, if I was going to say if I had a sexy skinny little body, but I do. If you class me, it's not skinny, but I do have a sexy body. If you like were a seafaring man back in the 1700s, I have the body of a sea nymph. And this eyeshadow is the eyeshadow of a sea nymph. Oh, shit. Calm down, calm down, calm down. But I can't. Far out. I'm just trying to work out where else I can put that. That is going underneath. For sure. I've just given myself fallout. I do not even care. Oh, look. Okay, calm down. I am going to go and do the rest of my face now, and I'll be right back with the finished look. First, I just want to go to all these. Hold on. Right, let's do this. Shimmers, let me tell you, they are my damn drug. My heart's literally racing. I get that excited over shimmers. Righty-ho. I'm going to hold it that way because that's how I've done it here. So starting from here, we've got that. That's what I've got on my eye. Bring it back. The gold, the pink. Doesn't show up as good on camera. Oh, so good. Okay, I'll be right back. Gonna go do the rest of my face. Okay, so this is the final look. Let's really zoom in and have a look at these eyes. Okay, can you tell? I love it. I love it. I cannot stop looking at this shimmer. It's not often eyeshadow palette shimmers literally give me a little surge of adrenaline. Blend Bunny does that. Just trying to think. The Glam Light, when I first dove into the shimmers, in that as well. So again, this is this cool tone green. Now, I love it. Everything that I'm wearing will be listed in the description box below, but I had to get, look at that, I had to get a shim shim over the lips, just subtle with the rest of the makeup, because this is enough. Now, I did say I wouldn't do like a 5-6 looks, one palette. Here's one look. If you are interested in me doing multiple looks with this, let me know in the description box below, because I'll do it. I'm not scared. I will be using this a lot. I can't wait to dive into it again off camera. But if you want to see more looks on camera, please let me know. That is it. Until next time, my friends, don't forget to tell your mum, tell your sister, tell your friends to come along, check it out, subscribe to the channel, see me lose my shit over an eyeshadow. The only other thing that makes me this happy is cheese, to be honest. Until next time, bye.